101.5 FM. That you guys don't want. And when I say you guys, I am talking about all the leaders of this country. What you guys don't want the people of this country to hear. I will be here. Like I said, today's technology, you can't close people down. You especially the mouth. So, good night to you all once again. Next week I'll do a special program. It's not only thieving the employees, but they're doing other things. And next week I'll do a special program on that. But let's get going. There's a saying, you never trust a person that let you down more than 2 times. 1 time is a warning. Twice was a lesson. And anything more than that is simply taking advantage. And there's also another saying, fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. I am a good enough person to forgive you, but not stupid enough to trust you again the 3rd time. You don't trust a person the 3rd time. What about the 4th time? Would you trust a person? No. All is not lost in this country, Guyana. My brothers and sisters, I did many programs, and I know I send many of you to take your blood pressure tablet. But let me tell you, all is not lost. Liza 1 was a terrible mistake. Liza 2, I forgive them. Liza 3, I am not stupid. Simply put, I can't trust our leaders anymore. And you should not too. Guys, Liza 4 is in the making. Yes, Liza 4, which is Yellowtail, is coming to Guyana. And that's my topic for tonight. So let's get right down into tonight's business. Despite, guys, of what happened in Liza 1, 2, and 3, which is Payara, I want to let you know, all is not lost. A big chunk has already gone. And even to that I believe in my heart that we can fix. We can correct it. We can get a lot of billions through those 3 projects. But a lot of things have to change so that we can benefit. That change has to come from our leaders. The oil contract, the oil deal can also be changed to better what we got. Man, all over the world, people have demanded change and they have gotten change. Yes, it all depends on us. We, the people. It's only we can bring about that change. The President of the United States, Mr. Joe Biden, said last night, there is nothing we can't do when we do it together. And I always remember that gentleman named Barack Obama with that phrase. Yes, we can. You hear that? You hear the two people? There is nothing we can't do when we do it together. And Barack Obama said, yes, we can. All is not lost. And I can't take it no more anymore. My blood is boiling with rage. My heart is palpitating. And my soul is being shredded to pieces. Lots going on in this country. Not only with my staff. There's lots. I'm not talking about my staff. Lots going on and you need to know. But I have hope. I still have hope. The fourth oil project is on its way to Guyana. Like I said, it's called Yellowtail. But I will call it Liza 4 because we already have Liza 1, 2, and 3, which I say Payara. And this one now is 4. We have been robbed once with Liza 1. We have been raped twice with Liza 2. We have been ripped off big time with Liza 3, which is Payara. We are not going to be robbed, raped, or ripped off again with Yellowtail this time. I repeat, we are not going to be robbed, raped, or ripped off again. Most of you would have seen a movie called Once Enough. Well, our leaders made their own movie. Once was not enough. They allowed Guyana to be robbed, raped, and we are all tortured 3 times. But this time, we have to ensure that we are not raped. We have a golden opportunity. Let me repeat this, brothers and sisters. We have a golden opportunity from now on with every other project they bring into this country to correct the wholesale robbery and thievery that will sink us into further unpayable debts. Before I tell you what needs to be done, let me say how I feel. On every program, I want to be a friend. I want to be able to smile, laugh, and joke around with all Guyana. But I am not getting that vibe. My blood and spirit is not allowing me to get there. I need your help. Every Guyanese help. More now than ever. And I will explain why. I have said many things going wrong in this country. But tonight I want to retract that statement. I want to tell you guys that every single thing is going wrong in this country. There isn't a single thing that is going right that will benefit this country and its people. You hear me, guys?
Yes.
Good. Before I continue, let me give all of you an update about a story I spoke about, in which the foreigner tear up the notice in front of City Council officers. Yesterday, the Minister of Housing visited the site and he was chased off the compound. Hear that? Yes, he was chased off the compound. Last night, the government issued a statement informing the public that Ian Jones, like I said, I don't know if he related to Jim Jones, but he is a Jones connected with the firm ExxonMobil. He was given 7 days from last night to pack up his bag and leave the country. Today, the government also ordered the second foreigner who was disrespectful to the minister to pack his bag and leave within 24 hours. Guys, it's the first time in the last 2 months I smiled. I thank President Ali for giving me that smile because he did the right thing. Had I had it my way, both of them would have been on the plane the next flight out of Guyana. Guys, no foreigner should come here and think they can disrespect our laws and take over businesses that belongs to the Guyanese people, me and you, in an illegal fashion or manner. No. We have to stand up as a people and let these foreigners, these foreign entrepreneurs, know that this country belongs to Guyanese people and they have to abide by its rules, its laws and regulations. No citizen should allow a foreigner to come into this land and disrespect us like that, much less a government minister. I say to Mr. Ali, I am saying to Mr. Ali, please sir, and all the leaders of this land, the same speed in which you guys acted with Jones and his partner, I would love all of you to move faster to correct all the wrongs and illegality within those contracts we give to every single foreigner, more so the oil contracts. What you say, guys?
Yes, sir. 100%.
100%.
That's the way.
Yes, the oil contract which was signed is more disrespectful to us than the attitude of that two men
Exactly.
who they given 7 days and 24 hours to pack their traps and leave. Let me repeat. Those oil contracts benefits one side only.
Excellent.
So let us see how fast we can correct it.
7 days, I think, is good.
We now have many golden opportunities to bring about changes so that Guyana and all the Guyanese people can come out not only a winner, but far better than the crumbs they throw at us in those contracts. Brothers and sisters, Exxon needs our permission, Guyana permission, to go ahead with its 4th production field.
Biggest one.
They need our permission to go on with every other one that they plan. You hear me? Am I very clear?
Yes, sir.
We have to give that permission.
Speak it then. Yes, sir.
Without our permission, they cannot do anything. They cannot move forward. This is the leverage we have over them, and which we, all the time, we have had it all the time.
Even with Payara.
Yes, yes. We hold the keys in our hands to the oil field and our safe. Our leaders had the keys with Liza 1, Liza 2, and Liza 3, which is Payara. But they opened the safe and allowed the oil people to go in. And they are emptying it right now, leaving the crumbs for us. Guys, ladies and gentlemen, this is what happened in Liza 1 that we didn't correct. And we lose out more than half what them said I spend there. Listen to me carefully. We didn't use it and we lose out more than half what them said I spend there. They said I spend 4.5 billion American dollars. We did not authorize that. We did not check that. We did not verify anything there. But that bill was thrown at us to start Liza 1. in which we don't have full insurance to protect Guyana in the event of a disaster, much less an oil spill. We were outsmarted with that 4.5 billion thrown at us. And I believe, let me repeat that, I believe those were inflated. It was terribly inflated. But that is the bill thrown at us. We have to pay it. It's our debt. We were screwed once again. And we get screwed twice. Because Liza too was also inflated. I believe so. I will die with that belief. Liza too is even more billions. Is 6 billion American dollars. We did not authorize, we did not check, we did not verify. But that bill was thrown at us on the second project. That one too, we didn't get full insurance. Liza 3 is the father of the 3. We were given a bill for 9 billion American dollars. And again, we did not authorize, check or verify anything. That one, I believe, wasn't inflated. You guys got to help me find another word to describe it. Thanks. Thanks. Thank you. In short, we had no goddamn saying. And again, they opened the safe, the oil field, for them to enter.
What is this document?
Empty it and throwing the crumbs at us without insurance again. Insurance to even protect we dogs and we cats, much less the Guyanese people, me and you. This one might make you laugh, but not me. Liza 1, Liza 2. The coalition government under Mr. Trotman's leadership said GGMC and the Department of Energy review and them check. Them check the 10 billion cost and say it's okay. Oh, Papa.
How much experience you had in that?
Oh, Papa, where there? Mama, why you going so early? Guys, you don't know. You really don't know. I laugh in my heart, but you really don't know why I'm laughing. Because it's like Trotman give a 5-year-old child his CXC paper for mark, and the child say, yes, daddy, you pass. You pass. That is the kind of monkey business Trotman, Harmon, and Mr. Granger them did to this country with that 2 oil projects. The Liza 1 and the Liza 2.
More than 3 years of our budget.
10 billion American dollars. And GGMC, one never even know what oil mean, much less costs to set up and produce oil. Them said the bill was okay. Guys, you hearing me?
Yes. More than 6 years of our budget.
Yes.
10 billion US dollars more than 6 years of our
Yes. Yes. Kids marking CXC results now. That's the kind of business them did to us. When we at the Kaieteur News were questioning the 10 billion bill handed to us, hear this one. Our Vice President now, Dr. Bharat Jagdeo, was then the opposition leader. He was very quick. He was faster than Ben Johnson or Usain Bolt. And he came out and joined the Kaieteur News and demanded that the coalition government must release all the field development plan for Liza 1 and 2 so that they can be independently checked and verified. to make sure that nobody rob or cheat us, that we are not being shafted, and that we are getting value for our oil money. Yes, that's the VP. He went further to tell the nation why we must pay $25,000 for a length of pipe that costs $10,000. That's a very smart man, eh? Yeah, man. He speak like a real financial guru there. Yeah. He also said it is the duty of the government of the day to audit and verify all spending before authorizing these projects. Mr. Jagdeo said, not everything is secret. They should make it public, meaning the breakdown of the costs. You must know how much we're paying for this and how much we're paying for that. Man, I love this guy. He speak like a real boss there. Eh? Yeah, man. Yes. The man give another beautiful example. He said we must know the cost for the floating ship. We must know the real cost. I did tell y'all, Liza Destiny cost us $750 million American dollars. An old ship where they patch up and paint the Guyana flag on and bring here. Now we are renting it. But I'm using a fancy word, leasing it. We don't know the cost for leasing or renting it on to now. That got to be in the billions of dollars a year. Because if a little supply boat can cost us 25,000 US dollars a day, work or no work, me I want to hear the price we paying for leasing or renting that ship out here. That is rental only on top of the water. Me and tell y'all how much it costing we underneath the water, underneath the seabed, where the wells head are. That is another $1 trillion too, that we really don't know until now. That too, they patch up and bring here. That one is a different story. That one is a different topic. That one is a whole different program by itself. But let's get back to Mr. Jagdeo, our now Vice President of this country. Mr. Jagdeo turned Vice President, and he is in charge. He put himself in charge of this oil sector. Yes. Liza 3, which is Payara, give us 9 billion American dollars. Hear that? The first one is 4.5, the second one is 6, Payara is 9. What he did. You hear we talk? Let's talk about what he did. Yeah. When it came up for review to check and to verify, to see, we ain't get shaft, just like Liza 1 and Liza 2. This financial guru bringing a Canadian woman who never even reviewed any field development plan in the world. She never checked one in she lifetime. This financial guru bring that woman to verify and to check 9 billion American dollars. Yeah, I must tell you, a field development plan with experts in the business who did it all over the world. Them to take at least 2 years. It depends on the size. To verify and check all the costs is everything that is have to verify. The Canadian lady, what we Vice President bring, man, she takes 6 weeks to verify that. And Jagdeo sign it the same day. Approve, authorize, and give Exxon they go ahead the same day.
How many pages was the report?
Huh?
How many pages was the
1,500 pages
And he read it
of the
down.
report. And he reads, sign, and give in one day. Read through the line, guys. Read through the line and see what these guys are doing to your livelihoods in this land with your wealth. The man signed off the project. He signed off that project. And we didn't even get insurance on it too. Yes. What ExxonMobil promised in Liza 2, promised to give us. He signed off number 3 and we didn't get the insurance. Everybody remember, I would never forget Ashni Singh, the financial guru. I'll never forget his words. He said insurance is a vital toolkit. Every home, every business, every individual must have it. I don't know where my parents is. Why they had to go away so early and leave me in all this pain. It's too much, but I can handle the pain with that blessing and guidance from the man above. Guys, y'all see what's going on in this land? We have 20 billion American dollars debt that they are taking out first from every drop of oil. Debts that we had no say, we did not authorize. To this day, this country can't even see none of these plans. Why? What are they hiding? What they don't want us to know. What they don't want you to know. They don't want us to see they pay $25,000 for a 200 pipelines. That's the kind of business we leaders doing in this land, Guyana. That's why they want to steal all the workers from the Kaieteur news. But they can't steal my mouth. Never y'all could steal my mouth. And I have tons and tons to speak. I will speak. Guyanese, brothers and sisters, y'all have to wake up. Liza 4 is coming before you know it. Before you know it, y'all will fall in a coma. Who pays 100,000 for a hammer? Who pays 50 grand for a spade? Who pays $10,000 for a pound of nail? Who pays $50,000 for a ladder? Who pays $10,000 for a length of steel? Who are accepting bills like that? Yes, our leaders. All of them. That is what is being done with these oil projects. With all the oil projects. Yes. That's the kind of bills we are getting. And what we're hearing from our leaders? Nothing. Like I said, Liza is coming. Coming faster than you expect. This is the biggest one that's coming. This one is not 9 billion. This one might, I'm guessing here. If it's the biggest one, I am just guessing. It may be $20 billion or more. We are still to hear the announcement of that price. Them only say is the biggest one ever. Guys, are we going to sit back and allow our leaders to open that oil field, our safe, and allow them to empty our oil with that type of bills? Or are we going to do the right thing and make sure this time we are not screwed over and over and over again like Liza 1, 2 and Payara? You guys tell me that. What you going to do? You going to sit back?
Not at all.
The power, like I said, is in your hands. And you have to know that. You have to know that. The power is in our hands. Let us don't allow our leaders to carry us down that road. We went down it 3 times already. Let me ask this. If a woman trick you once, you learn. If she trick you twice and thrice and you ain't learn, then you are stupid or you damn like it. But if a man rob you once and you ain't learn, he rob you twice and thrice and you ain't learn, you freaking involved in that robbery. Am I correct?
Definitely.
Yes.
That's the only reason I'm going to say.
Yes. You're involved in that robbery, in that skullduggery, in that thievery. It's like them people who just burn down them house or business for rob the insurance company. In this case, our leaders joining with them,
Foreigners.
the foreigners, for rob all of us. Yes, all of us, every single one of us. Liza 4 is coming, and let us don't depend on our leaders to correct this situation. We have to do it ourselves. We cannot trust these people, none of them. Not with their track records. This country is flipping bleeding. Too many goddamn people living in poverty, and they don't care. The salaries people getting here should have been tripled already. Old pension salary also should have been tripled. And a check should have been in the mail. In the mail. Or to your home or in your bank account from Liza 1 alone for $2.7 million. I did the maths and I show you guys on my last program. I didn't include Liza 2 in that. Each one of y'all bank book should have got 5 million had I include Liza 2 already. And had we had a proper contract deal, every citizen would have been getting no less than $100,000 check. Every citizen, you know, not every household, every month to their house.
Definitely.
Yes. I can prove all these things. Remember, guys, remember what Joe Biden said, and he only said it last night. There is nothing we can do when we do it together. Barack said, yes, we can. So please bear that in mind. This thing is not about political parties. This thing is not about race. It is not about it's about getting our fair share of our pie. This oil belongs to every one of us, whether you vote for the PPP or whether you vote for APNU. Whether you are Indian, an African, Amerindian, Chinese, Portuguese, or the white man. And not forgetting the Douglas. It belongs to all of us. It belongs to even our animals, because they have to eat. They have to live off it too. Liza 4 is coming, and this one is not the father of all evil. Brothers and sisters, this one is the grandfather of all evil. Because the money they're going to throw at us, going to send us to our graves, not yours, to their graves. Not the one you got in mind. The one what them plan to put you in. Yes. Them done sending them application to the EPA for environmental clearance, for flaring clearance, for burn more gas out there, to pollute, mess up the world, and kill all of we with those poisonous chemicals we breathing right now. Yes, the application already gone in there for approval and for checking. That is just the first step for Liza 4. What I call the yellow tail now. All of us will be walking around with yellow tail just now, before Liza 1 begin. Begin to flare with what is going on out there right now. Brothers and sisters, Guyanese, ladies and gentlemen, put joke and fun aside. This is where we need to start getting serious. This is the time. This is our window of opportunity to start getting everything right. I mean everything right in Liza 4, Yellowtail. We should demand from our leaders to come clean from now on. Yes, they messed up in 1, 2, and 3. But please, guys, let us demand from them all that they come clean on this one now. This country has lost too much. We have to be prepared. All of us, keep your eyes open. I will try my best to let you guys know what I know. But you also have to keep your eyes and your ears on the ground. Listen to the programs and read the newspapers. They can't close it down. I don't care what court they go to. They can't close it down. I don't care what judgment they get. They can't close it down. Today in the newspaper, the EPA put out an ad telling Guyana what ExxonMobil plan to do going forward with Liza 4. Guys, when I read the ad, I had to smile. Not out of joy, out of fear for what is coming to you and all of us. Exactly what happened in Liza 1, 2, and Payara, coming in we face all over again. And this is only the beginning. The ad say how Liza 4, which is Yellowtail, will be done in several stages. Them going to drill 55 more wells out there. Then they're going to put down the network, the underground network, for connect all the wells together. Then to bring up the oil. They plan to build a bigger ship this time. They're going to patch up another old one and paint the Guyana flag on it. Maybe they might paint the vice president and our president and Mr. Harman's face on it too. And tell us how much, hundreds of billion, yes, them going to pay for do it. Then they're going to turn back like what they did with the Liza Destiny and lease us, rent us. Guys, just Google the Liza 1 ship that named Destiny. You will see for your own self was an old oil tanker, the name Tina. Google it. Get your children to Google it. This is the operation outside in the ocean. What I'm talking about is for the operation outside in the ocean. The ad also said them working from land too in Guyana. They would need more shore bases, which is correct. More helicopters, correct. More supply boats, more buildings for rent, more trucking services, more airlines, more storage and warehousing facilities, more cement factories, which is all correct. Because once you're coming, you would have more. You need more. Yes. ExxonMobil submit that to get the approval from the EPA, who got to decide whether this fourth project will affect our environment. You hear that? Mhm. Yes. That, all that is well and good, so that our people can be safe in the environment, where they will build all these chemical plants and so on. You understand? It's good. Apply, tell us, because we need to know all these things. We also need to set ourselves to get a piece of the pie. But is the but. What is the cost? We ain't hear nothing yet. We ain't hear nothing about the cost of the floating ship they're planning to bring here. And all the rest of things they spoke about. This is where we, brothers and sisters, have to keep our eyes, even our nose, open, and open big, to see and to smell. Yeah. Remember, earlier he said, when Jagdev was in opposition, and he was the opposition leader, he said how these spending should be made public first and independently scrutinized before any spending is authorized. Yes, he said that. He said that. Yes. Mr. Jagdev is heading the oil sector now. And we also have an opposition, the coalition. We have to hold them all, not only to their words, but by their actions. We must demand that every invoice, any bill, any estimate given to Guyana in relation to this project, Liza 4, is properly scrutinized so that Guyana can get value for their money. Any loans ExxonMobil is going to take, we must be the ones to authorize them. Please, I beg you. I beg you, Papa. I beg you, Mama. We are the ones should authorize. We should see, we should know, and we must agree and authorize those loans. Listen to this carefully. We already got that 20 billion American dollar. Is not only the debt through loans. We got an interest rate attached to it. To date, we don't even know the interest rate, what we are paying on that 20 billion American dollar. That should be made public, Mr. Jagdev. I must tell you, when I was doing this program, putting together this program, I did call the Vice President, Mr. Jagdev, and I asked him the question. I said, boss, what is the interest rate Guyana is paying on that 20 billion American dollars? He said, Glenn, he's not certain, but he will get back to me. He's going to call me back on it. I am giving him the benefit of the doubt. Up to when I left my office to get into the radio station, I didn't get the telephone call from him, but maybe he's going to let me know tomorrow, by tomorrow or next day. But let me tell you guys, if the interest rate on that $20 billion is 5%, which I doubt, neither here nor there. It could be 10, it could be 2. But let's put it halfway, because I want to know that interest rate. That $20 billion alone is $1 billion American dollars per year we are paying out of our oil in interest alone. Do you think that should be kept secret? No, man. No, man. No. Every one of us should know the interest rate we're paying. Even our animals that living in this country should know that answer. 1 year. 1 year. Last year, Guyana, whole year, man, we get 267 million US dollar on we oil. And we paying, like I said again, if you pay 5%, it is $1 billion freaking dollar in interest alone. Man, if we pay in that, is how much billion? Huh?
So in effect, we don't have anything because if you pay 1 billion in interest and we have 300 million, we have negative.
That's what I'm saying. How much billion coming out for pay the loans every year? That is only the interest. $1 billion a year only on the interest of the money. What about the loan? How much billion coming out there? Guys, are you listening to me, man?
Will you fall asleep?
Don't fall asleep on me, please. Guys, Guyanese, y'all see the kind of monkey business we going on with in this land? And then they're going and bring Liza 4 on we back. This oil is working. This oil is working for full them pocket only. This is Nigeria, Angola, Ghana, Trinidad and Tobago, Papua New Guinea, all over again. Guys, we should not sit down and allow this Liza 4. We should not. We must not. Guyana, are you listening to me? We need to call these leaders out. Let them stop running around, talking donkey dung around this place, and talk about investigating 25,000 COVID money. That's what I'm going around talking about. President Ali telling the US Embassy, Guyana open for investment, and how we going to turn Dubai. Them should be telling y'all where the money will be coming from to feed y'all children. Them should be telling y'all how to position y'allself to make some money from the oil out there. But instead, they're telling y'all we can turn Dubai. What I see going on here in this country is that Dubai we're seeing. Not Dubai. Because none of y'all got an understanding of what is happening here, guys. It's the crumbs they're throwing at y'all. Please, we gotta stand up. We gotta let these people know. We have to let them know. This oil belongs to us. It doesn't belong to them. So y'all, please don't continue sleeping. Open your eyes. Open your eyes. If not, you guys will become slaves. Modern day slaves, they call it. If we allow the way the leaders doing business in this country go around doing it the same way. They're making all the billions outside the project and throwing the coins at you. You guys remember I talked about all these things. The helicopters, the trucks, the rentals, the airline, and so on. We are not being screwed one time. We are being screwed over and over and over 100 times with what's going on. And we, together, have to put a stop to it. You remember what Biden said? We can do it if we do it together. And Barack Obama says, yes, we can. I can't take this fourth project. My blood is boiling. My heart and soul is crying out for help. I have said many things going wrong before in this country, and I tell you I retract it. Everything is going wrong. Not many things, everything. There isn't a single thing that is going right that will benefit you. Check and see. Check and see. Some of them pocket already running over. I saw a story that I wanted to mention, but I just want to do a whole project on it. How some of them already set themselves up to not only make their pockets run over, but their family and their friends' pocket and wardrobe running over already. Guys, we have to demand a change. And we have to demand change from President Ali, Mr. Joseph Harman, the opposition leader too. Like I said, we were screwed over and over with Liza 1, Liza 2, Payara. We are being screwed with all the costs on them. Come on, man. Are we going to sit back quiet and allow it to continue? No. No. No, 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 no. Both PPP and the coalition government screw us when they sign that oil contracts that give us that 2%. Less than 2%. We can't take this thing anymore. Guys, if for whatever reason we can't get that oil contract change, which I said I believe it can, man, at least let us don't screw ourselves further. Let us learn from the experiences of Liza 1, 2, and 3 with those bills and the rentals and all the other ways, including the oil meter out there. You know, we still can't run a cable to monitor the oil that's coming up out there. But our leaders can spend money more than the cable money. More than the cable money they're throwing away behind studies for the gas to shore project. That dead donkey. Beautiful Guyana, eh? The UN General Secretary just yesterday announced and joined America and the entire Europe, warning all the banking systems in the world not to lend money on gas projects. And we leaders, the guru, Mr. Jagdeo, who says a no-brainer, going ahead with it. You can cut electricity bill in half. Yeah. I am tired, Josh. Guys, I'm tired. I am tired. I need to sip of water. You have any telephone calls? Relax. Relax, let me take it. Then just tell them, guys, you can call. Hold it, will come in.
And I believe we can all echo the sentiments of Derek Singh, who is on our Facebook, and he just commented and he said, the power is in the hands of the Guyanese people. If only Guyanese can come together, we'll be rich for a lifetime.
Oh yes, I know, man. So perfect. We can be more than rich. We can be living the life like the people in Dubai and Kuwait. But our leaders are telling us that our country will become like Dubai. Yes, our country will be looking like Dubai. But we the people need to know that we can live like the people in Dubai.
Precisely.
That is what he needs to tell us.
Exactly.
Trinidad is actually looking like Dubai.
Right,
And what has happened to its people? What have they gotten out of their oil? The life they're living.
They're killing one another.
Yes, there's kidnapping going on all over Trinidad now.
All over.
Indeed.
Yes. Go ahead.
Caller, good evening to you. Welcome to the Glenn Lall Show. Good evening to you, caller.
Yeah.
Caller, good evening to you.
Trinidad.
We got a question to Mr. Lall, right?
Sorry, go right ahead.
Yeah, here now. You have to ask Mr. Lall.
Mhm.
Mr. Lall, you have to ask Mr. Lall himself.
Yes,
He's
I'm
right there.
hearing
You
you.
can speak to him.
Hear me? All right. This oil project where it's talking about.
Mhm.
You think a true thing is talking about there?
Mhm.
A true story?
Of course, it's true.
It's true. Because I just grew up because everything that look true to me like.
I'm not hearing you.
I just financial grew up because.
Yes.
It did not look true. Because
Yes.
I can't believe that this thing happening in every country.
Yes, yes, I agree with you, bro. I agree with you. I agree with you. The man is correct. That man cannot
But
believe
they dream.
that you had a president that spent 12 years running this country and sit at the helm of this country and allowing these things to happen. I agree with him.
Of course.
I agree with him.
Man, it's a dream.
The disrespect.
Yeah. Yes.
I can't believe what the man talk when I said I would do.
I agree with you too, brother. Sometimes I myself can't understand this thing.
I left shocked with him, man, this man, how they would behave. This country belongs to them, right?
Yes, they let us down, brother.
People, eh?
They let us down. They let us down. But let's
Yeah,
hope.
let us down, man.
Let's hope they make a right turn or a U-turn.
No, they can't do that. They can't make a one thing in a break.
No, we can
I want
make them
to-
change that.
We can,
You want,
my
you want
friend,
your story, no, right?
my friend, we can make them change.
You want your story,
We
no?
have to.
This is the story right now. You know story in dark and the bone.
Hmm.
This government appears dark and the bone story with the people in this country.
I agree with you. Thank you. I agree with you, brother. Thank you.
Right?
Have a great night. Thank you. Bye bye.
Yeah. Man is correct.
Yeah. Caller, good evening. Welcome down to the Glenn Lall Show.
Yes, I'd like to ask a question, please.
Go
Yes,
right ahead.
Good night.
Should it make economic sense for Ghanaians to purchase their ship?
Oh, of course. Guyana should be given the first preference to do these things. We should be given first preference to do these things. The oil operators should tell us what is needed. And like I said earlier, we need to know the cost on everything they need out there. So if they give us a price for the ship, we can go and see if we can provide that cheaper
And lease it to them.
and lease it to them.
Yeah.
You understand? But
Yes,
our
sir.
leaders seems not to understand that. All these boating services and these helicopters and stuff like that, we should be given that opportunity
Yep.
to provide those services so that the money can remain in Guyana. But instead
Yep.
our leaders, my friend, instead our leaders not telling us nothing. All you're hearing from them is, oh, we have to investigate the 25,000 what poor people get.
Yeah.
Nothing you're hearing from these people. And we are losing billions upon billions upon billions of dollars every single day. Go ahead.
Yes.
Go ahead, guy.
After a proper audit, you think we can recoup any money from Exxon?
That's a beautiful question you ask. You know, if you sign agreeing to all these things, you know, how do you change that? If you sign a contract with Glenn Lall to supply 10 truckload of sand to your place for $20,000 load, how do you change that? You can't change that. It's there. It's done. But what I'm saying, let us don't make the same mistakes we made
Yeah.
on Liza 1, 2, and 3.
Yes.
Liza 4 is coming. Let us stop them in the tracks right now. That's what I'm saying, brother. We still have leverage. We still can say the contract you sign with SBM for that ship, we have to okay it. The contract you sign with the boating service, we have a say, and we can look back at it and tell us we can't pay that money. Yes, we have a say. We have a say. We can claw back. There are many ways in clawing back some of the expenditure we have. But none of our leaders is doing or saying a single word. And I have been talking these things for months now. So you guys got to read between the line what the leaders is doing to this land.
Glenn, ExxonMobil is looking.
Right. Yes, go ahead.
Caller, you there? We lost the caller. Okay. Before we continue, there's a question here from someone in the Facebook, and it says here, can we Guyanese pressure this government to stop issuing permits until we can get it correct?
Yes.
Well, that's what I'm saying here. Yes, we have to get everything correct before we issue any license or any permit
Anymore.
anymore.
We already gave him permit. Let's.
We already give 3 and we don't have insurance to protect our children, ourselves. You know, and like these guys, they're not even saying a word on that.
Glenn, one quick thing.
Yeah.
ExxonMobil is looking to purchase from SBM the Liza 1. They having so much money, though, they will have so much cash flow. It's an oil now. They having so much cash flow, they're going to use their cash flow to purchase the Liza 1 from SBM offshore.
That's another story. That's a beautiful topic. That I could do a whole story.
Well, that's what I'm telling you.
I will do.
They had leased it at first, but they have so much cash flow and they're projecting so much cash flow that they want to buy it. They want to buy it now.
Yes, they can buy it over and rent it.
And they're going to buy it and lease it to us. That's exactly what they're going to be doing.
Caller, good evening to you. Caller, you there?
Hey, good night.
Good night.
To Mr. Glenn Archula.
Yes, you are.
Okay, Mr. Glenn.
Yes, sir.
Well, I ready and come out to fight for me money because ExxonMobil getting all the money and I belongs to we and we ain't getting nothing.
Yes, sir. We need more Guyanese
So
like you.
I ready to come out to fight for me money because I want me money because I belongs to me too, just like it belongs to everybody.
Yes, yes, yes. It belongs
I
to
call-
every
I
one
call
of us.
All Guyanese to come out and they come out in half of the country and we got to get this thing right because we can't allow them to come and carry we money.
You have to fight for your children and grandchildren who can't fight. You have to fight for them because when your grandchildren ask you what you did, you have to tell them what you did.
Because, exactly, because we ain't getting nothing and them getting rich and ExxonMobil carrying it all the rest and we ain't getting nothing. It's like when this government begging ExxonMobil to come for the way. Yeah, come for it, we ain't get used to it.
Well, Jagdev said that. Pump it, baby, pump it. Let's go.
Drill, baby, drill.
Drill, baby. Let's go.
We Guyanese people stupid. You know, them think we stupid. So you can't, and our Guyanese and let them come out or else we get nothing for gift.
I hear you, brother. I hear you.
It's about time.
I hear you, man. I hear
But we
you.
gotta get somebody to lead this thing, Mr. Glenn. That is a problem. We gotta get somebody to lead it.
I am here. I am here. I am ready to lead. But you
But we
guys
got-
need to understand what's going on. Let them, we want to give them the benefit of the doubt, my friend. We will get them to change. We don't have to lead anything. They will change. I believe so. I know so. They have
Mr.
to
Glenn,
change.
These people that wouldn't change because these people will just pack and shop and go.
No, they will. They
Well,
will.
if they don't change, me and you have to show them that we can change it.
Once
Yeah,
enough.
we can't trust these people not a minute more.
I agree.
If these people can do that to their own Guyanese people and that wealth belongs to we Guyanese. And
Poor
if they
Guyanese
give it
people
to
too.
far now, then we as know that they don't really interested and care about their own Guyanese people. Why we put them there as leaders?
Not all of them, you know. You have some good leaders in there. You got some of them, but they don't have any say.
You know,
They understand.
but when you see them start see the check, when they start see the check start raising, start see the check, them here have a stamp on their head so they don't concern about nobody else in the country.
Exactly.
Mhm.
The guy's right.
Every word must be nice, you know. Them they were sweet talk you. Yeah, we gonna do the best, we gonna do the good best. When they go in and start see a check, when I start seeing numbers on the check, they don't have time with you.
I know. My job. Thank you, guys.
Thank you so
My
much.
job is to educate you guys, man. I want you to understand what's playing out.
Caller, good evening. Welcome to the Glenn Lall Show.
Hi, good evening.
Good evening.
Hi, Mr. Lall.
Yes, sir.
Like to you and your panel.
Thank you.
I call in. I want to know if we can pass a bill in this country, a law in this country, I mean, that when these government officials use the country money and spend it on failed projects, they have to repay back the country the money. It ain't going down, sir. Yes, thank you.
I agree with you, man. I have said it on one of my programs that I believe that every project they throw on us, and if it failed, they should be personally held accountable, and they should be paid back or go to prison. Or go to prison. In certain countries, you go to prison. Yeah.
Caller, good evening. All right, you seem to have lost that caller there. Let me remind you of that those telephone numbers, 226-7453 and 226-7454.
It's every project. This is why I'm saying that you really can't trust these people on anything.
Caller, good evening to you.
Hi, good night, sir.
Good night to you, sir.
Yeah, let me tell you. In the
Sir, before you continue, can you please lower the volume of your radio?
right? In the colonial days,
Lower the volume on your TV, on your phone, on your radio, please.
right? When book.
Let me just remind callers when they call in to please lower the volume of your radio. If not, we'll be forced to disconnect you this evening on the Glenn Lall
Yeah,
Show.
let them know. Let them know.
The feedback you can.
Yes, Brad, you were telling me something.
With SBM?
No, you were about the projects. Every project they embark on. Every project they embark on that fail, they should be made to pay. You know?
Yeah.
They need
And or go to jail for it.
yes, they need pressure.
They should go to jail for it.
Caller, good evening. Go right ahead with your question.
Good evening. Thank you all for keeping the show so bright.
Thank you.
And Mr. Ben, Mazzaroni water enough to make enough current for this whole Caribbean.
Definitely.
I agree with you.
Definitely.
So let me close down the 20 billion when them put in for me back US.
Definitely.
Thank you.
Something else.
Thank you so much,
We
caller.
need your support to do that. We the people can do that. We need the people support to do
All
that.
right, me alone can't do it. I just got to say when.
Thank you.
We are with you.
Thank you so much. Enjoy the rest of your night.
Let's somebody.
Thank you.
All right, bye-bye.
You guys can call on 6222222. You can use a WhatsApp and call too.
That's right, or you can send
Just
us...
in case you don't have credit in your phone.
Yes.
You know? People doesn't have credit to call in this country.
Talk about the Mazzaroni thing in mind.
Caller, good evening to you.
Good evening, Mr.
Go ahead. Good night.
I'm just calling to make an inquiry. The interest that we have to pay back on the money that these different projects, accumulate. How long do we have to pay that interest back?
Brother, you asked me such a difficult question. All I know, we have about $20 billion that they announced for Liza 1, Liza 2, and Payara. We don't know the interest rate. We don't know the terms and conditions on which this money was borrowed. We don't know where the money was borrowed. We basically know nothing. And our leaders, both governments, the coalition and the PPP, is not telling us anything. So it's like you have a loan, your home is paying for a loan on a loan that your parents took, and you don't know what rate or what are the terms and conditions on the loan. That's what I asked the Vice President for today, and he says he's going to call me back on it. So I'll brief you guys later on it. Thanks for calling.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, man. Okay.
We have another caller.
Yeah.
Let me remind persons that the 62222 number is strictly for WhatsApp or SMS. You can call us on WhatsApp on that number.
I'm getting an echo. Yes. Do we have any more calls?
Yes, we have a
Yeah.
caller on the WhatsApp line.
Take it.
Caller, good evening to you. We welcome your contribution this evening.
Hey, good night.
Good night to you.
I'm calling up your good work.
Thank you.
You're doing a wonderful job, and both of the two, the previous government and this government, need to go to jail.
Thank you. Thank you.
And even the court, they supposed to face the penalty too. Thank you, sir.
You're welcome. The court doesn't have anything to do with this, my friend. Don't bring them in. Don't bring them in it.
Caller,
The
good
court-
evening to you.
The court and the judges are people just like me and you.
Caller, are you there?
Hello, good night.
Good
Good
night,
night.
sir.
Thank you, Mr. Glenn Lall and the panel.
Thank you. Welcome.
Mr. Glenn Lall, we are ready to come out and war to correct this thing. We are ready to come out and war to correct this thing.
Okay.
I hear you. That's what I want to hear, man. I want to hear that.
If you have to protest, or if you have to take the opposition and the present government to court, to the world court, you got to get justice.
No, court is not an option. Rule out.
Court takes too long.
Court is not an option. By the time the case done in court, the oil field, Guyana is empty.
Okay.
So court is not an option. We got to get them to change, and they have to change now. Now. Not tomorrow, now.
We can come out and protest.
Hold with that protest yet. We got too much of COVID going on, man.
You have
Hold
to
it.
give them a chance.
COVID got done just now, right? And by then, I think they will wake up. We will wake them up. Continue to listen. Continue to speak. Continue to get your neighbors and your friends and everybody to listen. First, you need to understand what you're going out on the road for. If people doesn't understand the issue they're going out on the road to protest, you will not get people, my friend. So the onus is on you to get people to listen, to read, and understand what this oil sector really means for us and what is there for us. Okay?
Then you can start by calling the ministers them and let them know.
Yes, call you if you're related to the government officials and the opposition leaders, the MPs, call them and ask them what's going on. When are you guys going to wake up? You're going to wake up when all the oil is finished? Trinidad and Tobago end up like that.
And they're killing one another in Trinidad
Yeah.
right now.
We want
Thanks.
we want the opposition leaders to come out and face this nation.
Well, nobody coming out. Not even your president coming out. So you got to read through the line what's playing out there.
Thank you, caller. Have a good night. We have another caller. Caller, good evening to you.
Hello?
Hi, good evening to you.
Hi, Mr. Lall.
Yes.
I want to say with the program.
Thank you.
This is Glenn Lall show.
Yes, it is.
Yes, thank you.
That we, after all, we leaders accountable for all the disrespectfulness they're doing to Guyanese people. Thank you very much, sir.
I
You're
hear you,
welcome.
brother. Thank you. And I just want to a note to take the call. I would just want to tell all those persons who called me, text me, and send their messages to me. Thank you. I really appreciate your sentiments and compliments.
Caller, good evening to you.
Yes, sir. That will tell you, the big fish have to feed from the small fish. That's why in the colonial days, when they can fought for the white bastard, put on the footman on factory, put on the chimney, because the profit is all went out to the white man them in England.
That's correct.
And, correct?
Yes.
And that's the reason why next to this, we couldn't have nothing at all in this country when they want to be too.
Well, it seems.
Now the oil regime, Mr. G. Lall,
They want to do this.
you stand up and you fought for the right that Chili Jagan fought for. Thank you.
Welcome. It seems everything that's happening here, we are heading into colonization all over.
This is the modern day 21st
Yes,
century.
and they're calling this modernization. You call it modern
The
colonization.
new colonization.
Yes, new colonization.
21st century colonization.
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
don't seem to have any more calls there.
Do we have any more
Yes,
calls, or
evening.
should we go? The floor is open. Let's get going. Ready?
Caller, good evening to you. Caller, you there?
Right.
Hi, good
Hi,
night, sir.
I want to give Mr. Lall a message, man.
Go right
Yes, sir.
ahead. You're live on the air.
You know, the Dubai, what the president said in Guyana, a sailing the ship in the extent mobile go the country.
Go ahead.
Yes. The Dubai, what they said in Guyana,
Uh-huh.
a sailing the extent mobile ship and let this country go away.
I didn't hear it.
The Dubai he's saying the Dubai that we have again is sailing with the ExxonMobil ship outside of this country.
he was saying,
Exactly.
Guyana is Dubai, a sailing the extent mobile ship and going out the country.
Yeah. Just how they sail and come, they will sail out and go.
Good, but
Without
still,
money,
yes,
without
Dubai go with them.
Dubai is coming here too.
Yeah, but them are going. But still go the island. The island.
They're coming here, saving their oil, coming here to empty our barrel, to make their Dubai into a super Dubai, while we were left with the rundown Dubai here, like Trinidad.
All right.
That's it.
Yeah,
Call it a
that's-
day. Thank
Yes,
you,
we
guys.
can.
We have to call it a day. But I just want you to know before I go, because I have to take a coconut water and vodka this afternoon. I'm happy, although they want to close my newspaper down by stealing the staff. You know, the company, let me tell you guys, the company out of Holland were painting and patching up and build them oil ships out there that we now renting, release a statement to their shareholders 2 o'clock this morning. You hear that? 2 o'clock this morning, them release a statement to the shareholders telling them how they have 4 projects that they lease and operate around the world, and that the money from these 4 alone, will give them profits up to 2050. You hear that? 4 projects will give them profits till 2050, the next 29 years. Out of the 4 projects they have around the world, 3 belongs to Guyana.
So,
You hear that?
so we are not only cash cow for Exxon, but we cash cow for SBM offshore too.
Yes.
Okay.
You see that, guys? Them foreseeing profit for themselves and their company and their shareholder,
What about the shares of Guyana?
right? 29 years ahead. Guess what we people foreseeing? What our leaders foreseeing?
Doom.
Yeah? I'm not going to answer that. My leaders got to tell us that. Liza 1, Liza 2, and Payara. You understand? We got to ask them, what are we foreseeing? If the ship company, what building these ships, can foresee profits for the next 30 years from our oil, what we weren't seeing? Tell me. And them already in talks. Them already in talks with ExxonMobil for Liza 4 yellowtail ship.
They started building number 3 before they even got approval, right?
Oh boy, may I ask, is what profit our leaders see for you and me? Not for 30 years, don't tell me 30 years. For next year. When we hear a statement, Mr. President and Mr. Opposition Leader, may God bless all of you, and I hope all of you sleep well. I will continue this topic Friday night. Don't miss me. Have a good night again.